welcome to the Inspired Podcast by Miss Amber Red.
Woo!
Yeah. We are here today with Sasha, baby.
Hey.
Ari,
Sasha, baby.
Mommy PMU Amber, Adrienne, and Aleks. Oh, and Maddie. Hey, guys.
I was like, everybody knows Aleks' name, right?
Perfect. Yeah. Yes. I think we are starting this episode off with a discussion about imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm. Now, Aleks, you're going to do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just be patient with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, like when I first came in, I didn't know how to draw an eyebrow. I thought I was going to get some string and a little caliber. And then I remember Adrienne pulled it out, and Amber's kind of looking at her, and she's looking at me, and she's like, "Don't you give Ari that.
Yeah.
Don't you let Ari
I'm like,
touch
did I
that
tell
stuff."
you to do things that way? Did I say that?
Yeah.
Did I tell you to do things that way? Adrienne's face.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, oh, shit.
I guess I'm hiding my string away.
Yeah, we're going to leave those at home. And, we're not going to do that.
I recently just said to Michaela, because she's the, I do it this way, I do it this way, I'm going to do this.
Estheticians, I love this.
I'm like, girl, trust the process and just listen to what I say, and then you can have fun afterwards.
Yeah.
I promise you. Tanya's at the point now, she's having fun. She's doing her thing, you just need that solid foundation, and then do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. Which
I just gotta make sure you're not gonna
important.
fuck somebody's face up first.
Yeah. And just
That part.
stay on track and just trust Amber. Like you came, or whoever your mentor is. You found them. You chose to go to that studio and to work under them and to learn from them. So have an open mind and trust them when they tell you, no, you're not ready for that. No, you can't do that yet. Or trust them when they're like, okay, Ari, we're going to put you on a $300 brow starting in November. And you're like, what? You trust me to do that? Like, okay.
The highest compliment.
That's the highest compliment.
So,
I mean, without even saying that, it's the highest compliment, and you just roll with it.
Yeah.
Roll with it. Do what it is. She's cultivating you to be a certain way. Whatever mentor you go to, you choose them because you're going to vibe with them, right? You're going to learn through them. Having to learn something and not really care for the person who's teaching you, that's another story. So you're going to be more welcoming. And just have an open mind. In this field, you have to have an open mind because it definitely
And don't be hard on yourself.
eats you.
And don't compare
it's
yourself.
hard.
Yeah, don't compare
It's hard. If you do compare yourself, just think back, I was struggling, or I like to think too, when I see you guys struggling with, mapping your brows and stuff, I'm like, oh, I remember those struggles, and it was so hard. It still is hard. Yeah. There is certain challenges, but it's we all go through it. So I like to think that too. I'm sure there was Amber's beginning days where she was also struggling, just the same way we were all struggling, and it's a part of the...
I got 10 minutes, timer set, timer went off, if the brows weren't done, they got wiped completely off, and I had to start over.
Yeah, so Amber is definitely PMU mommy. She takes better care of us.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you can make it through that, Amber definitely went through the struggle, so...
That's
we're all lucky.
Do it for us.
It was like, you're taking 20 minutes? Okay, well, now you're going to take 40. Have
when
fun
we get
with
back
that.
to the studio, there's going to be timers in everyone's room.
I almost got to a point I had to do that early on. I almost got to a point where they got their shit together.
You did.
I did put timers?
Yes, you put a timer on my first brow. It was just like...
the first brow.
I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, you're going to be done, and you're going to be done under the 3 hour. That's it. We're not doing more than that.
You do not need to tattoo an eyebrow that are this big for longer than 3 hours. What the fuck
yeah.
are we doing here?
Yeah. But she said that because one of her...
body tattoos that are this big.
The worst part about that whole thing is if a brow that long takes that long, it's like... Does the mapping 2 hours?
Well, I know somebody... Well, I know...
No, it's not.
I've been
Well,
there.
I know it was a
I
6...
mapped for hours. I'm like, oh my
I've mapped for 2 hours and still, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe it doesn't look right.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you do that? When you do makeup and you're doing brows, how do you visualize that?
I just look at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, you just look at it.
Yeah.
So then that's what you're going to do, right?
Is it
Yeah, there you
symmetrical?
go.
No, I gotta fix it.
Yeah. And then let me put a little here, a little
I
there.
could not
So,
draw my brows
I
on.
mean...
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
I fix these.
Sure did.
I was trying to do my own stain. It was terrible, but I fixed it. You know?
You look good.
Thank you.
Yesterday, I was like, Sasha, yesterday, how do you even deal with us is what I want to know. I'm like, this is going to be a part 1, part 2. I've already decided. So,
This one?
Okay.
But I'm just I'm wondering how do you even deal with a studio with all of us crazy ass artists running around all the time?
Yeah.
Yesterday was a good taste of that, huh?
Seriously.
Yo, we had a day like that last week too.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of these days back to back. I keep going home telling Victor every day is like this. I need to lose weight and I need to get my shit together and I need more sleep.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
it's funny though, because like the days are only gonna get worse.
They're
Like
only
if
gonna
yesterday
get
was
more
a
and more.
preview, it's like now we have like three more people coming into the studio, and we were already yanking Amber by the limbs. So I don't know.
Well, where the hell was Tanya?
Yeah.
Oh, she was doing her own. She
Yeah.
was doing her own makeup.
Even Ari, you popped in and was helping. Who were you helping, Maddie?
I helped Maddie.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
switched
you need
out
a
of
5 brown
shade.
shader in there.
Yeah, I was doing skinny brows. Oh,
What
they're
are you
so
using?
perfect.
A 5? No, an 8? Okay, you want me? Oh, you need to use a 5.
Should I use a 5?
Yeah, do you want to switch machines? No, girl, I got you. Let me just pop this
Yeah.
out. And then I was like, where's your paper towels?
Teamwork
And I got her
makes
some
the dream
paper
work.
towels
I
and-
literally told Sasha, I'm like, I gotta go for a walk.
Yeah.
I need to go for a walk.
I know.
Just tell
I'm
him
over
you
here
don't know
like,
what to tell him you don't know where I
where's she
went.
going? I'm like, where's Amber going? I'm over here trying to draw these skinny brows. I never drew skinny brows before.
I'm like, you're drawing on an eyebrow. It's fine.
It's fine,
I'll
yeah.
see you in a minute.
I know. I'm like,
So I think that's kind of like a good standard we should all like hold each other to. Like, just because you're a brand new apprentice, doesn't mean you can't like get us some paper towels if we're about to tattoo and we look over and we're like, oh my gosh, I
Absolutely.
forgot
Yeah.
my paper towels.
Yeah.
Like, just being a team, really being there to like lift each other up and
Yeah.
super support each other and
moral support and
Just it
literal
helps
support.
so much having a bunch of girls around that like
I
you
woke
can
up when
trust, that you
Sasha
love.
called me this morning. The studio alarm was going off. I forgot to shut the alarm off. I am in a panic. So I'm like, holy shit. I turned off all my alarms. I'm just getting up out of bed.
Yeah.
Shut the alarm off, Amber. Jump out of bed. Text Sasha and tell her you need that tray set up because that client's already there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Next thing I know, I'm like, okay. Maybe I can have
Everything's
Adrienne
fine.
can put numbing on her. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Adrienne,
everything's
Yeah.
fine. We're good. Client's
and we
there.
timed it
We took
perfectly.
care of her.
That's the thing when she brings people in, just overall, just letting everybody know, hey, we are a zero drama
Yeah.
environment. You know what I mean?
definitely.
And
Yeah, that should
just working together, just really, it just makes everything happy. You know?
Agreed.
Yeah.
And then everybody feels like taken care of,
Yeah.
because that's really important, especially when you're over there sweating and you have one smelly armpit and you're fucking freaking out.
We have a multi-use everybody deodorant. Like we're good. We got each other's
Under the
back.
sink, yeah.
Anything.
Like, I would
From
help
the
you, but I
stress.
can't help with the permanent makeup stuff.
No,
I'll jump in there and
No,
I'm
even
saying,
Sasha
you know, I
will
don't think-
de-set a tray.
Yeah, well, all
Sasha
I
can
can say
help
to
at
you is
everything.
that
Oh, yeah.
Sasha is a damn. I mean, she is just the most awesomest
Yeah.
person ever.
Me running through the side. Sasha, don't forget to do this on that email.
Yeah. I mean, she's got it, and
I
she's
know.
definitely the glue.
You ask her a question, Sasha, what was that lady? She had a really nice husband. It was like a couple years ago. She did this and that. I don't want to name drop, but she'll
Sasha's
blurt
like,
the name
Mrs.
out.
Smith. Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
And her husband was Al. Oh,
I'm like, how the hell? Like, what kind of
And then
brain
me
is
too.
in there?
My brain will be going because I'm thinking about both sides constantly. So my brain's like this, and then
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm like Sasha, and she's like, Amber, we did that. We have that on our list. It's on the list already. I'm like, oh shit, thank God. Okay, next. Like,
So back to our topic, Sasha. Do you face imposter syndrome in the studio doing 107 things at once? Like, what's up? Because like, damn.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I think I do.
'Cause you do a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, well, first I'm like, do I deserve to be here type of thing? And like, I think that comes with like the working hard and like proving myself.
Yeah.
Not just to the studio, but to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, I go through it.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the marketing and stuff like that. I'm like, am I good at this? Like,
I
what the fuck
know.
am I
That's
supposed
a
to
hard.
be? You know?
That's a hard.
I be throwing some crazy shit. You guys don't even know
I can't
what
only
comes out of my
imagine. Yeah, I can only
mouth.
imagine.
All right, what's that
gray
mean?
hair go beep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ari's like, I don't even want to know.
One growing over
I mean,
there.
one thing I will pat myself in the back for. If you tell me something, I'm probably gonna figure it out.
No,
for
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why
Absolutely.
we'll be doing something a certain way for so long, and you hate me sometimes. I know you do. We'll be doing it because you have a flow, and you know how you're like, no, that's
Yeah.
this, and this goes this way, and that one goes this way, and when that happens, this one happens, and da da da. And I'm like, yeah, but Sasha, what if I need 3 emails today and I'm only allowed 2? What's the loophole? What's that look like? Sequence here
Yeah.
that sends off here, that then goes back over here, and then they connect in the end, right? And she's
Yeah.
like,
She makes
I'll
it
be
happen.
back. I'm like, I'll be back. And then I'm like, okay, it's done. It's figured out. Let's go.
I'm like,
Next
yes,
project.
I knew it was possible.
Oh, yeah.
She would figure it out.
All right,
Yeah.
so not even in permanent makeup, in all aspects of life, we all face imposter syndrome.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
definitely.
I was gonna say,
It's
I think
easy to
probably
feel that way.
like I didn't know that was a part of it too, but like with yourself, like proving yourself, that's my biggest struggle.
Yeah.
I give a shit less what anybody else even is. I don't
Yeah.
even know. I can't even see you. Yesterday, I couldn't even tell you guys what you guys even looked like because
I couldn't tell you what anybody look like yesterday either.
But I'm like, half the time I'm so like,
Yeah.
there's so many thoughts already just in this head, and I'm over here kicking my own ass that I'm like, I don't even know what's happening outside.
Why did I do this to myself?
Yeah.
I mean, but definitely, I mean, you do it well.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Very
Do it
well.
well.
We're grateful for you.
Keep
We're
yelling
very
stuff out.
grateful.
Keep writing it down.
We're grateful for you,
Yeah.
and we're grateful for you. And I mean, just over, I know you're quiet and everything, but
She'll
are
open
you?
I was like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
You're gonna
She's
open
fine.
up. What's your first impression so far?
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell?
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We can ask her a
our
bunch of
future.
questions. We have like a couple minutes. Let's ask her a bunch
Yeah,
of questions.
yeah,
Are you like
yeah.
quiet, like usually, or
No.
just?
There's no way.
Yeah, you're a quiet person.
Is this
you
your
think?
normal
Yes.
Yeah.
around certain
Feels
people,
calming.
or
Yeah.
Calm.
You're just
Certain
calm,
people,
chill.
I'm very loud. Extremely loud.
Oh dang!
Like you'll hear me from like across the room. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
I laugh really loud. Like
Me too.
Yeah, I think everybody in this room
Yeah.
it's just
we all do.
Maybe not Sasha.
give me like a year and then I'll open up.
a year.
Yeah.
It is.
No, we'll warm
But
you.
yeah, it's not
We'll
easy.
cracker.
Yeah.
Well, they cracked me, Lord.
I
I
know.
know. I walked
Walked
in and I was
I'm like,
like,
hi, how are you? What do you do? Are you
And we'll
married?
sit
Do you have
up.
kids?
"Where's your phone number? Can I have your phone number?" And I'm like, I'm sitting at the
She's like, "Are you a
at the
prospective
desk, and I'm
client?"
like, oh my god. In my mind, I'm like, this lady is like, she is like ambushing me with all these questions, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like. And in my mind, I'm like, please, Adrienne, don't show it in your face.
You're already showing it in your face.
Because I know, and I'm like super serious, but I don't, this is just who I am. And I'm just processing, and I'm like, oh my God, this lady's going to be all in my shit.
And in her shit, she is.
And that's exactly what happened. But I appreciate her because she teaches me, and I teach her. So that yin and yang.
Got your amazing
So
balance.
opposite,
Yeah.
but so good.
We're so
So good.
opposite, but it's like I make sure she's, I make
I
sure
told you get those
that
flyers
the
last
unicorn,
Literally.
unicorn in the air, and here I am with the string.
Yeah.
Come on there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Ari's just floating in the sky, and Adrienne's just like,
Yeah. That's
Come
perfect.
down.
I got a handle. I feel like it's so funny because we're all so different, but I'm like, whatever she's gonna fit in. Is she gonna stay the quiet one like this?
Wait, I don't think you guys know this, but when Ari wasn't coming to watch you do like your procedures and stuff, and I'd be like, "What is this girl doing back there?" So I would tell her like, "Hey." So what I actually implemented, I said, when I send you, like, I shout out to you a bunch of unicorns on your iPhone, the one that explodes and you see all the little emojis or whatever. That means get your ass over here because Amber's doing a procedure, so you can watch because we're learning. Get your butt over here.
because we're Ari's like, I didn't know that was a part of the learning experience. She's like, oh, we watch Amber work. Okay, perfect.
I was just like, squirrel, I gotta go over here. I'm gonna do this. Oh, and my ADHD brain takes me over here. And now I'm doing this. And blah, 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 blah. What do I know? Amber's like balls deep in a eyeliner. And I'm like walking in like,
Oh, what even happened?
yeah. Like, what was I doing?
So we implemented that within ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, hey, get your butt over here. And so I don't have to put any text to it. I just send her, I just shout out a bunch of like unicorn emojis, and she just knows.
That is hilarious.
And then you hear my feet. Yeah. Down the hallway. I'm over here.
Oh, shit.
So you will probably get that with your
know, I wonder.
SC. We'll see how you guys roll.
Yeah.
We'll see how you roll.
I'll catch on.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Working or something. I think she still has her other
Working,
her
chilling,
stuff
vibing.
happening.
Not our business.
Well, like, she should be here.
She will, and it'll happen just like that.
Okay, awesome.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us again on another episode. And don't forget to
Like, follow, share, and subscribe.
That's right.
Period.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.